Thank you, Patrick. Well, a typical trip to the grocery store doesn't seem dangerous, but would you know what to do if a construction or wet floor caused a serious injury? In today's Legal Lowdown, we're going to talk about what responsibilities public places have when it comes to your safety. And today we have Tim Priest of Pryor and Harber here to tell us what we need to do if we're ever in this situation. Thanks for being in here.
Glad to be with you, Mary. It's important, I think, for the public to know if you're injured on somebody else's property, a grocery store, theme park, even somebody's home, the owner of the property is not automatically legally responsible to you. The owner does owe you a duty to make the premises reasonably safe. However, if you are injured because of a dangerous or defective condition, and if you can show, or your lawyer can show, that the store knew of the condition or should have known of the condition if it was being diligent in its safety practices, then the store might very well be legally responsible to you for your injuries.
So how do you know when you need to hire a lawyer? What is something that people need to consider, say if they were to suffer an injury at a grocery store or somewhere?
Well, first you want only do this if it's a serious injury. If you sprain your ankle or something, no. But a serious injury, you need to contact a lawyer because you need an early investigation. These days, surveillance cameras are pretty much everywhere. If you go in a grocery store, you go to a theme park, something like that, you're going to have a surveillance camera usually, and that can become your best witness. The lawyer wants to get a copy of the surveillance video and see what happened. Secondly, and particularly if there's not surveillance, you want the incident report. Stores will make an incident report, and it'll have valuable information, sometimes even names of eyewitnesses and their contact information.
All right. And so what details would the person need to be taking note of right as soon as that happened?
Well, you want to take a good look around if you're not hurt too badly, and kind of see what the conditions are. You want to make sure that the store has notice of your injury. Sometimes people slip and fall and leave the store and have a back problem, have a ruptured disc or something, don't even know it. So be sure the store knows and that the store makes an incident report. Okay.
And one other thing that you were mentioning is, you know, if the store or the public place makes something that's open and obvious, like, you know, if there was a puddle of Coke on the floor or something, that wouldn't be a good instance to call a lawyer because that's something that you maybe should have seen.
That's what the law calls open and obvious. And the customer has a duty also to be reasonably safe for their own health, and if you see something that's open and obvious, you better avoid it.
So how would you go about winning this case if you were seriously hurt? What are something that you need to look into?
You really want to do an investigation, and often trying to show that the premises owner had knowledge of the danger is important, and in that regard we go after what's called other similar incidents. Had a case where a boy on a water slide in Sevier County was severely injured because it ejected him too fast, and he had a pelvic injury when he hit the water. The park said, we don't know about this, we've never had anything like this. Well, investigation showed a number of other similar incidents, either water strikes or bottom strikes, because it ejected them too fast, and we were able to win that case and get a substantial verdict in front of a jury.
All right, Tim Priest with Pryor and Harber, thanks so much for coming in. We'll have this video on our website, WBIR.com, and their information is at the bottom of your screen.